Hi everyone, welcome to Sacred Arcana Tarot. I'm Brandy and we're going to be doing a pick a card reading today. I'm so excited. The question that I'm going to be asking is, what is my soul's purpose? I love this question. It's something that I've asked myself a lot, and once I realized, it took me a while, but once I realized what mine was, I was like, yeah, it's time for us to find ours. So you have a choice between group 1, 2, or 3. This is tourmaline, this is carnelian, and that is rose quartz. So take a moment. You can meditate on the cards, you can meditate on the stones, but take a moment if you need and just breathe in, breathe out, and then see which pile or which stone your eyes are drawn to. All right, so let's get to the readings. We're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so hello group number 1. If you chose the tourmaline, there we go. Isn't that a pretty stone? I love this. I love the lines in it. I think it's great. Okay, so let's see what kind of cards you have. You have Embracing Enthusiasm. This group is the only group that got 2 of the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. And you got Unknown Territory. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So let's keep going. So we have the Ancient Ones. Let me make sure you guys can see this better. The Ancient Ones. The Staff. Dolphin Spirit. Oh, wow. Crow Spirit. And then Wisdom. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me just look at this for 1 second. I did not look at the cards beforehand because I wanted to feel the energy from them as I turn them over. So in regards to your soul's purpose, this says, shout to the heavens with happiness, embracing enthusiasm. All right, so here she is. She is speaking her truth, and she has butterflies. She has the butterflies in her, coming out of her hands, like it's, like they're lifting up out of her hands. So to me, combined with the Unknown Territory, you can see the little bird here. It's a really cold, there's a bird here. I think that's an owl. It is. There's an owl here. It's a very bleak kind of landscape. He's in the woods, this person, this traveler, he's walking away from us, but it says you are exactly where you need to be. Now, combined with the Embracing Enthusiasm, I get the sensation that you already know what your soul's purpose is. Deep down, you already know what calls you. Whether that is something creative, and I'm kind of getting that. The fact that you're shouting to the heavens with happiness, it makes me think of someone like an artist who's able to make money from their work. If you're not currently in the job of your dreams, and I know that sounds cliche, but if you're not currently doing what you love, I get the impression that you're starting to move towards that. You're like, you know what, after this deal with COVID or whatever, I'm ready to move and do what is right for me. You know, doing the 9 to 5, some people love it, but for other people like me, 9 to 5s doesn't work. They absolutely do not work. So let's look at Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. To me, this reaffirms shout to the heavens with happiness. When you're being true to yourself, when you're having fun and you're embodying the happiness that is within you, you're putting out that vibration, and whatever comes to your mind, you manifest. And the fact that you have Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit, tells me that, there we go, tells me that you already know you can do that. You already know that you can manifest whatever it is that you want, because you're working hand in hand with Spirit. You're on your soul's path. You already know your soul's purpose. The fact that there's a dolphin here, I'm getting healer. I'm getting, so someone may be interested in nursing or physician's assistant. Okay, I don't know why. Dental assistant also came to me. So anything to do in the medical field. Maybe even physical therapy. That is sticking out. So we have the ancient ones, I should say plural, ancient ones, and then we have the staff. Now the staff always reminds me of a giraffe. When I first see it, I always immediately think of a giraffe, which makes me think of stand tall. Don't be afraid to show people who you really are. There's no need for you to cower behind a perceived mask. You know, just drop that mask. Just be who you are. So let's look at the ancient ones. If you're having trouble finding your soul's purpose, but I really think this group, especially, the majority of you already know what your soul's purpose is. This tells me with the ancient ones, look to your ancestors, look to your... I get the impression that look around your family and see what they do. So, okay, that sounds kind of... that sounds like a cliche too. But see what kind of connections that you can make within your family. So maybe an uncle is an engineer, but maybe you're not so good with math. Maybe you can talk to him or her and find out, okay, well, you're an engineer. What exactly is your job? What are the components within that job? Okay, so the message that just came to me was talk to your ancestors. Oh, okay. So what they're telling me is that talk to your family and find out if they're actually doing what they want to be doing. If they feel like they are doing what they were put on this earth to do. Because I'm getting the words no regrets. They want you to make sure that you have no regrets, that at the end of the journey, you don't look back and go, I should have spent more time doing what I wanted to do, what I was called to do. So talk to your family, look at your family, see how they have handled their journey, and make sure that you have no regrets. Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom tells me that a lot of you have the intuition and have have heard that little voice inside that says, yeah, I want to be XYZ. I want to be I want to go into sports, or I want to go into movies, or I want to write a book, or I want to be a musician. You know deep down what's best for you. And the fact that you've got, let's see, I have a lot of green in this one. Green signifies the heart. So, yeah, okay. So the message that just came into my head was follow your heart. Of course. So overall, this group 1 is telling me that the majority of you already know your soul's purpose. You already know what path you're supposed to lead in this world. But for those of you that are kind of on the fence, that are kind of, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but that are kind of, you're looking at your choices and you're going, I just don't know if this is right. Should I be a plumber, or should I be a doctor, or should I be a librarian, or should I be something else? Should I be, what should I be doing with my life? And this doesn't matter what age you are. People change careers at many different stages in their life, at many different times in their life. I get the impression that healers, so some of you are meant to be healers, and you're supposed to bring warmth and enthusiasm to the world. And the fact that you are connected with spirit, whatever it is you decide to do, spirit is going to be right there with you going, I got you. You just tell me what you want, we'll make it happen. But you have to believe. If you don't believe, it's not going to happen. If you think to yourself, there's no way I can be a doctor, I don't have it in me, you won't be a doctor. Absolutely won't be a doctor. You won't get into the university, or something will conveniently happen to where you're not gonna get it. So wonderful reading, guys. This is really, really nice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this spoke to you. Remember that this is a general reading. There's a lot of different energies that come through these. If it doesn't resonate with you, the message wasn't meant for you, and that's okay. Not all readings will. If you did like this reading, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification in the corner. It lets you know when I upload new videos, and it also lets the algorithm know that I'm doing a good job. So it helps people find me and the great algorithm that is YouTube. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 2. If you pick this, or if you use the stone, the carnelian stone, to choose your option, then this reading is for you. So, let's get to it. So, what is your soul's purpose? Oh, faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. I can already tell you your soul's purpose has something to do with adventure. It has something to do with traveling. Okay, so we have the coyote, and we have flow. Let's see. We have wombat. I love this little guy. He's mighty but powerful to me. I always get the impression that he's ready to go wherever he's at. Bee spirit. I love this. Isn't this pretty? We need our little bees. And I think this is wonderful. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's you've got the honeycomb in the background. So it's a pretty card. I like it. Okay. And then the final one, oh, unconditional love. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I always associate that with soulmates. So, okay. First up, faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. This reminds me of the ships that you would see like outside of Hong Kong or outside of China. It has a very, and there's Chinese writing here. I don't know if you can see it or not. So the point of this is getting out of your comfort zone, right? So get ready for new horizons. Travel is part of your soul's purpose. You are meant to experience new things. I get the impression that if you stay in one place too long, or if you do something for too long, you tend to get bored. Which is not unusual. I'm the same way. It's almost like you have to have constant stimulation. You need new experiences. You're like, been there, done that. It's time for me to climb a new mountain. You're someone that's, I get the impression in my head, the image I got was a car speeding off into the horizon. So you're someone that is always ready to just jump in the car and go, or jump on the plane and go, or, whatever transportation you're using. The coyote, let's look at this. The coyote is very fierce, and coyotes are family oriented. I get the impression that you are secure in your standing within your family. As in, no matter where you go, no matter how long you're gone, you come back home and it's like you haven't left. Your family and those that are around you support your endeavors. If you want to go and mountain climb in Tibet for the summer, they're like, you need to go do that. That would be an awesome experience. Do it. You're also very comfortable within yourself. What I'm hearing in my head is there's a wild tenacity within you. So I have a feeling that this group is going to like the great outdoors. This group is the type that is always wanting to go to like the national parks. They want to go do these magnificent hiking trails. They want to do unusual excursions. Things that most people would go, that's almost like work. So hiking up the entire Appalachian Trail, or something like, okay, I just got the Amazon River in my head. I don't know if you can like take a boat down the Amazon, but something like that, where you would go and you would see and you would experience things that most people would do just a small adventure, like a small part of that, maybe a section of the trail. They're not going to do the whole trail, but you want to do the whole thing. You want to be different. Now this one, number 20, is flow. This tells me, there we go. This tells me that you're the type that whatever the universe sends your way, it's like water, just like this. Whether it's good or bad. Oh, I don't want to say bad, but unexpected. So if something unexpected happens, it doesn't rattle you. It doesn't upset you to the point where it throws you off your game. You're very malleable. So whatever happens, you can easily conform to it. You're like, okay, that's fine. So maybe you've booked a rental car and you get there and they've lost your reservation. You're like, all right, cool. I'll just go next door to a different one. You don't get rattled. All of the experiences is part of the overall adventure to you. So that's a really excellent thing to have. Oh my gosh, I really wish I had that. I don't have that. So let's look at some of the animal energies that help you on this soul's path. You have wombat spirit, be at home, and you have bee spirit, sweet results await. And I really think this is indicative of what I was saying earlier. Be at home. Wherever you are, I think is home to you. You make it your home. But when you do come home to your family, it's wonderful. There's no animosity. There's nothing like, I can't believe you did that. How selfish. Each family has its own dynamic, and I get the sensation that in this, it's a very easygoing group. They're very Spirit is trying to say something, but I can't hear it very well. The family, I'm sorry, Spirit. So what they just showed me was cheerleaders. So the family is, your family is your cheerleader. Whatever you do in life, wherever you go in life, they're there for you. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. Now, with the bee spirit, it says sweet results await. Two things stand out to me with this. Number one, no matter where or how far a bee goes to find pollen, to go and get their little tufts of pollen all over their legs and find their flowers, they always find their way home. And I think that you really do embody that. That's one of the things that really comes out within you is this bee energy of, okay, you might go really far away, you might be gone for a while, but you always find your way home. And you're meant to do this. You are meant to go and see and have these different experiences that most people don't, because it aligns with the perspective you're supposed to have. You are supposed to bring a level of awareness to this world that most people don't get to experience. And that is just beautiful. That's beautiful. The fact that you have unconditional love, I always associate this with a soulmate. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if most of you are married or with a partner, or it doesn't just have to be a person. I just got the impression of a dog too. So you're not alone. When you take these travels, when you take the time out and go and have these experiences, you're not alone. So for the most of you, I'd say you're not alone. I'm also getting the impression that Spirit is saying, for some of you, you always love yourself. You always believe in yourself. You know how a lot of us have that little voice that says, those negative things all the time. You don't have it as much. And when you do hear that voice, you do not let it play over and over like a broken record. You tell yourself, no, this isn't right. I need to buck up. I need to work on getting rid of that negative thought. Wow, I love this. This is a really, wow, group 2. I love it. So Your soul's purpose is lots of travel, lots of, what Spirit is saying is, your experience allow others to change their perspectives. And I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's wonderful. I think it's beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this reading, group number 2. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell notification in the corner. It lets me know that you enjoyed the reading, and it lets YouTube know that you enjoyed it as well. It helps people find me in this giant algorithm that is YouTube. Please keep a lookout. I do daily readings, and I will be uploading more pick a card readings. Yeah, so have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, group 2. Hi, group 3. I hope everyone is well out there. If you chose this is the one with the rose quartz. Dun, 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 dun. I love rose quartz. I used to collect quartz when I was a kid. We had a gravel driveway, and I was always out there picking up pieces of quartz. My mom was like, really? How many more pieces of quartz are you going to bring into this house? So, all right. So group 3, let's get started with your reading. I'm really excited. The other 2 groups have had some wonderful, wonderful readings. Wow. So right out of the gate, we have Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Right away, I can tell that this group is extremely successful. You guys are go-getters. You're the type that you hop out of bed in the mornings, your feet hit the floor, and you are just, you're gone. Ah, my goodness. But we have standstill. Ah, interesting. And then we have the Holy Mountain. Okay, so I see where this is going. So success expands in your life. Stand still and the Holy Mountain. You, my dears, you have like an inner journey. It's not the word I'm looking for, but it's like it's not coming to me. It'll come to me in a second. So Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. And then finally, we have Masquerade. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, it's a very elegant card. The design, the artwork is just, it's just beautiful, I think. Okay, so let's do it like this. Okay. All right, group 3. So it looks to me like you are definitely more along the lines of you're a go-getter. I get the impression, like I said, of you jumping out of bed and you hit the ground running. But I also get the impression that this is a more religious group. Now, I don't mean that everyone is meant to go out and be a priest or a nun. That's not what I mean. The fact that we have a person here, it looks like they're meditating. So you could be a yoga teacher. You could be interested in yoga. You could be interested in medicinal herbs and medicinal teas. The fact that you have standstill with the Holy Mountain, it really pushes home the fact that this is your soul's purpose is a spiritual purpose. You are meant to bring enlightenment to this world. You're meant to help others see their purpose, the meanings of their lives. So You're the type that I see where people, if they have a problem, they're going to come to you. They're going to ask for advice. They are going to be drawn to your, what's the word that, you're very steadfast, right? You don't get upset easily. You don't, like blow a head gasket. We all have moments where we've had enough and we blow our tops. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about the type that, it's like, you're not a drama queen. You're not constantly looking for an argument. That's not it at all. You're calm. You're, if someone gets upset around you, you're like, okay, I hear what you're saying. Take a deep breath and let's talk about it. Let's talk it through. You may even be interested in psychology, whether you're a therapist or you might even be a teacher. But if you're a teacher, I see more of like yoga or meditation, maybe even a Reiki teacher, something that has a little bit more spirituality leaning. Holistic. The word that keeps coming to me is holistic, just over and over and over. So you might be really interested in any of the holistic subjects. Okay, so let's look at these. The animal spirit energy. We have rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Not only do I associate rabbits with luck, but they're very fertile, obviously, right? So see the two little baby rabbits right here? That is associated with creativity. So you're very creative. You may also be a painter. Oh, you know what just came to mind? Art therapy. Some of you may be interested in art therapy or actually teach art therapy at a hospital or at like a rehabilitation center to where you are around a lot of people. Rabbits are also, they are very fast. They're like pew, 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 pew. So this group, some of you you might have a lot on your plate. It might be that you have multiple projects at once, which, like if you have your own business, if you are a Reiki teacher and you're having classes, I could see where you would be bouncing maybe from one place to another. Like you're having to teach on Zoom now, maybe have a class online, but you adjust. This, I see in my head, I see a rabbit in a nest, burrowed down, and I see little babies around. So wherever you are, you're safe, you're happy, you're warm. I think I have, I joke with my sister that I think I have a comedian as a spirit guide, because the flashes that I get sometimes I'm like, okay. The vision that I got was the Energizer Bunny, where you're just like, yeah. You're, I don't want to say exhausting, but maybe to others you can be exhausting. But it's because you feel like it is your mission to share what you have. You're happy, you're successful, and you want to share that with others, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you have to slow down because the rest of us are like, whoa, wait a minute, there's too much energy coming at me at once. It's slapping me in the face. Give me 5 minutes, just take a breather. And that's why I saw the rabbit sitting in the nest with the little nose going. Sometimes you need to take a moment, not just for yourself, but for the rest of us to catch up. Because you were just, wow, you're just like boom, 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 boom. Your other animal spirit is flamingo. Embrace the in-between. When I see in-between, not only do I think of the spiritual world and our world, but also those moments like this, when you're in between projects or you're in between thoughts even, where just enjoy the present. Just enjoy the present. Don't think about what's happening tomorrow. Don't think about what's happening next week. Just enjoy being. And I think that's the reason this is coming through for this group is because that's difficult. You want to share and you want to include so many people that it's hard for you to pause. It's really hard for you to pause. I just had an image in my head, and I don't know, it might mean something to someone, but you know how flamingos they'll be in a group and they turn in a group, and it's like they'll be walking like and then they're like and it's an automatic flow. You know, you don't see where first one turns and then the rest follow. No, it's like they're all synchronized and they'll just turn together. It's an amazing thing to see. Google it on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's the way you are. It's like you're in this zone with spirit and the vibrations of spirit that you don't even have to think about it. You're just like whoosh, and you just know where to go. You know who you need to help and who you need to contact, as in who would benefit from your shared knowledge. So your soul's path is, wow, it's it's a busy soul path, but it's a beautiful soul path too. I mean, spiritually, you are just, I would definitely say you're further than most of us. You are definitely, you are meant to help the rest of us move on to the next level. So let's look at Masquerade. When I first saw this card, I thought, Masquerade, that's interesting. But what Spirit's telling me is that this is for those of you in group 3 that doesn't feel like this, like I'm talking to you. You have bottled yourself up so much, just push that part of you down inside so far that you're masquerading your true self. You're not letting even you see the real you. You're meant to be out in the world. You're meant to be successful. You're meant to be sharing your knowledge with others. You're meant to be, I'm getting the word teacher, so definitely this group is spiritual teachers in whatever form that may take for you. You're meant to do that in life. And if you haven't realized that, or if you just needed the confirmation, your job, I hate to use the word job, but your job is to work through the clutter that's inside your head and inside, so that you get to this part of your journey, to where you accept who you're meant to be, follow that path of spirituality. Don't be afraid of it. Do not be afraid of it. Now, it could be because some of you come from a very religious home. It could be because some of you come from a non-religious home. Whatever the reason is that you have tamped this down, that it's I get the impression that for some of you it's almost like you've been told that it's wrong to have those aspirations. You know, it's like, no, why do you want to do that? You know, that's not meant for you. That's not the kind of life you're supposed to have. No, you can't listen to others. You've got to listen to that little voice inside. You have got to believe what you hear coming from your heart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is awesome. I mean, it's just, wow, it's beautiful. And I love how the doors here are open and you see the sun and the light, you know, I get the sound coming up. And then here you have the same thing. You have this doorway where you're looking through and you're facing that beautiful golden sun of enlightenment and happiness, and it's beautiful. So group 3, I would say, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the fact that you are the spiritual angels among us that is going to help the rest of us get through this life and learn so much. You're here to be teachers for the rest of us. And it's a beautiful thing. We need you. We need you in this world. Well, group 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading. This was a general reading. If it didn't resonate with you, that's okay. It's not going to be for everyone. If you got something out of this, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and the subscribe. Hit that little bell notification in the corner. It lets you know when I upload my latest video. And it lets YouTube know that I exist in this algorithm that is YouTube. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Oh, don't forget that I do daily readings. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Have a great day. Thanks, Group 3. Bye-bye.